Andy Murray crashes out of the Australian Open in the first round, losing in straight sets to Argentina's Tomas Martin Etecheverry in Melbourne. The sun appeared to be setting for Andy Murray on day 2 of the Australian Open as he made a tame exit from the first Grand Slam of the season. The 5-times finalist at Melbourne Park went down 6-4, 6-2, 6-2 in 2 hours and 24 minutes against the number 30 seed from Argentina, Tomas Martin Etecheverry, in contrasting fashion to the blazing defiance of 12 months ago. This time a year ago, Murray fought back to register dramatic wins against Matteo Berrettini and Thanasi Kokkinakis. But this time, he could not muster a response to the extremely solid but hardly devastating game of the Argentinian. Echeverry was good enough to take advantage of a display from his opponent, which featured a particularly misfiring serve and forehand as ballsing afternoon sunshine turned into early evening. The 36-year-old Scot will now drop out of the world's top 50 after failing to mount one of his famous comebacks. Aware that he has been too harsh on himself at times last season, he even looked vaguely subdued in making his first-round departure. Despite the support of a packed crowd in a packed KIA arena, the highly mobile Echeverry never really looked in danger once he had eked out a first set in which there had been some promise for the British veteran. He made life difficult for himself with a first serve percentage initially below 50. And in the second set, his forehand was especially wayward. Murray was broken for 3-2 in the third set, and the match concluded with him losing the last 4 games against a highly efficient opponent. He left the court to a sympathetic reception, but it looks uncertain whether he will be back at this event.